Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Thick and Thin Sports Cast with your hosts, Nate Hanks and Travis Watson. We're here to talk all things sports and just have a good time. Listener beware, there may be some adult language. Now, let's get to the show!
Hey, Jerry, how's it going? Hey, Nate.
Oh, it's going. It's an interesting day today. How about you? How's it going, Nate?
Hey, so we're going with the old name still?
Oh, yeah, Hanky. I forgot. You want to be called Hanky Panky.
Oh, okay, Thin. I'm calling you Thin.
I'm just gonna call him Hanky from now on because I don't like his other name.
I guess it will be it's whatever it is until the name changes on the intro, right?
And even then,
yeah, you got to reprogram our brains. That takes a while.
You're talking about people that not sure what the hell to call each other half the time.
Maybe just for the show, would just my studio name, my air name will just be Sparky and just be with that.
I like Hanky better.
I know you do.
Oh, you guys.
So, what is going on?
Yeah, it's a very interesting day today.
It was a crazy day in sports today.
I mean, it was a crazy 24 hours.
Yeah.
It's a crazy day in life right now.
That is true.
Sports in life.
That is very true.
Oh, yeah. It was, I don't know. It was like everything got canceled in life today.
Yes, life got turned off today. And it just said, we're postponing you till further notice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you thought you were going to do something? No.
No, we're not doing it.
Oh, you thought we could discuss this? Oh, no. Oh, you want to go buy some toilet paper? Yeah, no, can't find any of that.
The worst part is I have one package of toilet paper left, and I'm gonna need to get more.
I think Big Lots has some. As of yesterday, as of earlier today, I heard Big Lots still had some.
Well, I'm gonna try BJ's on my way home tomorrow.
Okay.
And hope for the best.
If they BJ's tomorrow,
I'm gonna try BJ's the superstore there over in Leominster.
Oh. Okay.
If they have some, do you guys want me to get you a couple of things too?
No, I'm good. I think we usually have a stockpile anyways. We have 2 kids. We can't run out.
Right. That's the problem. Is that I'm getting close to running out, so I'm gonna need to get it.
Yeah, but as of yesterday, Big Lots still had some.
Nate, if I can find it, you want me to grab you a thing just in case? Although it should last you for like 6 months.
But I half joked about buying a bidet for my downstairs toilet, and I think I really will, just because.
Well, I saw someone did
right now. It would be easier and cheaper.
Someone had hooked up a secondary hose off their water line and hooked like a little spray thing from like the kitchen faucet sprayer, and so they can use it as they want to.
I mean,
little chilly,
better
but
for your beehole anyway, so why not just do it that way?
If I'm gonna do that, I'm hooking it up to warm water. The cold water sucks back there.
Apparently Market Basket in Athol has some too.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, there's toilet paper out there. People can find it.
Yeah, just very, very limited, which I don't understand the concept. Why do you need toilet paper? So much toilet paper right now.
Yeah.
It's all these. I feel like it's the anti-vaxxers they're stockpiling toilet paper.
No, it's people trying to sell it on eBay and
people are buying
Amazon
homes with packages of toilet papers right now. Houses are going for 4. You can get for a 24 pack. You get a 4-bedroom house right now.
This is just ridiculous. Like we went through swine flu, West Nile, friggin'
N1H1.
Yeah, like
mad cow disease.
Yeah,
we've been through all this, and it's still.
And it just takes this one little virus to come through and just wipe everybody out. I think what really happened is Tom Hanks and his wife got it, and that just screwed everybody.
Well, between Tom Hanks and his wife and all sports stopping, everyone's like, "Oh, this is something this is legit.
Bad.
This is legit. We need toilet paper."
Like the first time ever for doing the show, there is actually no sports to watch on the TV.
Yeah,
which doesn't happen.
Yeah, I have The Office on over here.
Yes, there's nothing on TV to watch sports related.
Even the WWE has decided they're going to BJ's and Leominster's out of toilet paper. You got to be kidding me.
It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I think Leah was there. Is she though? Yep.
Yeah.
There we go.
Leah went to BJ's.
Yeah, she enjoys BJ's.
Well, at least she's keeping me informed, so I don't have to stop there tomorrow.
Why don't you just?
She's all about BJ's and hot baths and showing leg.
And showing leg.
Yep.
The worst part is it's not like toilet paper isn't going to help anybody.
Hey,
Sickness doesn't cause the stomach bug.
hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go. You need
Like,
you need to have TP.
Why wouldn't you be stockpiling on like Lysol wipes?
Oh, they're sold out of those too.
Yeah, Lysol wipes are gone.
And antibacterial anything, yeah, that's all gone too.
Yeah.
Not here. Y'all need to come down to Virginia.
Well, so I went to Walmart today because we had to get some random standard stuff, and I walked down the pasta aisle because we had like one box of mac and cheese. So normally we buy like a 10-pack or buy 10 of them just
Yeah.
because it's mac and cheese. It lasts forever.
Yeah, and it's never gonna go bad.
Exactly.
It's
You like-
gonna get eaten.
Exactly. And 1 to 2 boxes, okay, here and there. It's something you use when it's in a bind. Quick throw together. There is almost nothing in the pasta aisle on both sides.
Okay, you
want to
hear something? Was all the registers open?
All the self checkouts were.
Okay, so I went to Price Chopper, and you know how many actually registers they have, right?
Yeah, they usually only have like 2 open.
Right. There was all but 2 open, and a manager in full like nice clothes was checking people out.
Wow.
Yeah, that place was nuts. Then the pasta aisle picked over. I was able to find get the 10 for 10, but still it was like picked over completely.
Yes, we need some
Not
pasta.
a single roll of toilet paper on those aisles. It was
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, well, Walmart had nothing for toilet paper left either. That whole.
It took me 20 minutes to buy beer because the lines at the food line were so bad.
Oh, I heard that's another issue we're having right now is everyone's, if they're gonna get stuck in their house for 2 weeks, they're stocking up on beer. That's the New England thing.
I guess I gotta go get these growlers filled.
I
Good
almost,
news is it sounds like I'm gonna be working from home 2 or 3 days a week.
There you
I
go.
actually just got word that I'm probably gonna be working from home, and there could be a chance that these travel trips I'm supposed to be going on might be getting canceled as well.
So you can come here and you can hang out with me.
I heard that
I have
that
good
most
enough internet.
traveling might be kind of squashed even inside the states.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
I fly out of here on Sunday.
good thing
I'm
because
hoping
you
to
may
have the
not be able to fly
opportunity.
after that.
Yeah, there's
If you get stuck down there, if you can't get out of there on by if you know Saturday, me and Jerry are gonna take a trip. It'll take us about 10 hours.
Virginia.
Where in Virginia are you?
I'm in the Fort Lee area.
So that's that's the East Coast, right? That's like on the coast. Where'd you fly into?
No, I'm more inland.
He's towards West Virginia, right?
Oh, that's perfect. We just go down 84.
Yeah, I am.
We can go. I don't think our aunt lives there anymore, so we won't have to be able to stop there.
You said Fort Lee?
Yeah,
That doesn't seem right.
I'm not that far from
LEE.
Richmond, I guess.
Oh yeah. Okay. So actually, you're still off of 95. You're not off of 84. Or is that 81? It's 81. 'Cause you take 84 to get to 81.
I don't know. I flew down here, man.
Well,
Why are you asking me all these questions?
Well, I've driven there, so
Yeah, we've driven to Virginia a few times. It's
yeah.
not even 9 hours.
Yeah, we could do that in 8. If you tell us by like Friday at like 7 p.m., we can get down there by that next morning. We'll get you back here, no problem.
Yeah, we could get down there for breakfast Saturday.
Yeah, Sunday.
The plan is if we get stuck here, we're just going to go to the golf course and just go golfing.
Oh no, I'm bringing your ass back.
I got my work computer. I can work from here. They're going to pay for my hotel room.
This is true.
I'm in a suite. This room is like bigger than my downstairs. I'm good.
Everything's bigger than your downstairs. I feel bad for Amanda some days.
I see what you did there. Clever. Well done. Well played, sir.
You know, you got the brains here tonight.
I do. And the beauty is all over here.
And he didn't pregame either.
That's why he's on his game.
Yeah, I was too busy doing everything else still.
So just
What
in,
everything else.
so just in case we actually eventually do have sports again, you should like and subscribe to us because you get to listen to our crazy asses all the time.
Oh,
and give us likes and stars so that way we
Yeah.
actually get people to know us. Oh, speaking of, did you have your interview?
It got rescheduled again. So it was supposed to be Monday.
Okay.
And then it got rescheduled to Thursday. And then the guy sent me another text like, and you could tell he's English by the way he writes. Like, so terribly sorry to bother you, but could we please reschedule again? So it's Monday at 5 a.m.
Oh, there you go.
So at least I'll be at home. And
Hopefully.
if I have time on Sunday, I would like to hook up the new mixer and all that.
Oh, we can do
And
that.
see if I can't at least try to get it to work.
Oh, well, we can do that for you.
yeah, we can bring
Cool.
the desk over too, drop that shit in place, and then you can look somewhat legit.
Well,
There you
you're not doing video down there, right?
Well, I gotta Skype it.
Okay. So you got to
did
set
you
up
guys-
some lights.
Did either of you pick up a license plate for me?
No, the guy never got back to me after I sent him the text saying that that I don't get back in town until after 6. Is there any way I can meet you? And he ghosted me. So Jerry, you should message him and be like, "Hey, I'm back in town at like 3, and see if you can pick it
I'm
up
not
tomorrow."
in town till 4 usually.
Oh, same difference.
Ooh, what's that one?
It's not that hard.
Amanda wants us to go over there on Friday while Nate's still gone. To drop it off.
I mean, we could possibly fret tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night is Friday.
Yeah, it is Friday.
No shit, Sherlock.
Then we're just gonna take your credit card and go get you actually real lights for that room so the guy can see you better.
We could just Amazon that shit. It'll be here by tomorrow.
Unless
True.
you're trying to order toilet paper.
Yeah.
Yes. Toilet paper, no.
I wonder what the lead time is on toilet paper on Amazon. now you said that.
It says unavailable, but you can get a deal on opened boxes.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but I don't want to buy toilet paper from an
Currently
open box.
unavailable. Holy crap! Currently unavailable.
Wait, you can get a box for $68, $75.
That's not bad. I wonder if it's kind of used.
It's Scott's 80 roll, Cottonelle 60 roll.
Oh, what do I use? I don't know.
I've been buying stock all day today, and I should have invested in Charmin.
You should have. Those stocks are the only ones probably going through the roof right now.
And anything antibacterial.
Yeah. Lysol in it. And
Yes.
Charmin.
My
And the Bears.
cannabis stock
Who does the
down,
Bears?
which is crazy.
Your what's it
I bought stock in cannabis,
Oh.
and it's down.
Everything
I would
is
think that
down right now.
This pandemic would cause people to want to get stoned out of their minds.
The mask was $20 and the shipping was $2,000. Why was it $2,000? I've never heard of mask. It sounds like you're buying it off of somebody off the street. It's only going to cost you $20, but for me to bring it to you, it's going to cost you $2,000.
But yeah, so it's been a crazy day. And yeah, it's fun times up
So
here.
let's get into this.
Are we going to talk about this? Are we
So
going to talk about sports?
I think we're going to talk about.
No, we're not going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about Corona.
We're gonna get. Good thing
You
we're
know,
not monetized
why-
because we would get demonetized instantly. Because anybody talking about it gets demonetized. So the good thing we don't actually get monetized or anything.
So
Actually, what we should do is play all of the songs that we want to play because we're gonna get demonetized anyways. And if they claim it, then they get demonetized.
Did you guys? So there's a bunch of restaurants that are being sued by music companies for playing their music without being purchased through their speakers.
Are you shitting me?
I am not shitting you.
doesn't surprise me.
I read it on MSN News earlier today when I was looking at like a lot of the news articles I get.
Yeah.
They pop up on MSN News, and I just like, oh, look at that. So, but yeah, as Travis already said, if you're listening, tell your friends about us. Email us at thickandthinsportscast@gmail.com. Like us, subscribe, all that great stuff. So we got.
Why are we not drinking Coronas?
Because I didn't get any and you didn't either.
It would have been the perfect opportunity.
So we're gonna talk about every single sports that has had news today.
That no longer exists.
We're gonna talk about Nate's random ass sport. I didn't find any Patriots news. I don't want you.
I guess I
who
should
got?
be either. Hang on, I got to make an edit.
We're gonna talk about Hanky Panky's random ass sport of the week. Then we're gonna do news around the NFL, which is not much.
No, there's a lot.
Oh, you got more? Because I didn't see too much.
There's a decent amount.
There's
Ah.
a,
There was a lot of XFL news.
Yes, there's a ton of XFL news to go through. We're gonna go through last week's picks and like talk to the game, but from what I just read, we'll get to what's going to happen with the XFL this year when we get there.
There's no week 6 picks.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like the how they phrase their verbiage for their
Yeah.
press release.
So, you want me to start? I guess I'll start.
Go
Doesn't
for it.
matter to me.
So,
It's a lot of the same talk.
oh yeah, with the coronavirus being,
But it circles back into sports.
it
so-
does.
Eventually,
With the coronavirus being the newest widespread panic button on everybody's mind, the NBA, NHL, MLB, MLS, and the XFL are all putting their seasons on hold for now. the NCAA canceled all remaining games and tournaments for all NCAA winter sports.
Did you guys see that the Big East tournament started at noon today, and at halftime they called the game and canceled the rest of the tournament?
Yep.
Because of the outrage that they were facing.
The decision was made by the leagues after consulting with infectious disease and public health experts. So, big local news. The Boston Marathon, according to multiple reports, the race will not take place on Monday, April 20th, as it always has, due to the coronavirus, and will not now possibly be held on Monday in September or October instead. The race has never been canceled or postponed in 124-year history of it.
Oh, so you want...
And so, I heard on the way home, because I forgot to add this, the governor is going to try to make it happen on a holiday, so that way everybody gets the day off from work, and everybody will be able to watch it or participate and go in and see it without causing the people to take off work for it.
It's insane. In 124 years, the country's gone through a lot.
Yeah, we're talking World War.
You would think that after the Boston Marathon bombing, nothing could stop the marathon.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
You add a little virus.
Yep.
And look, it really affects the weak immune. These guys are marathon runners.
They're elite athletes.
Yes.
Right. They're not going to get it.
Who feel like they're dying.
They're not short of breath ever.
Oh, they are when they finally finish, but that's a whole different story.
Well, so you want to know another thing? The last time March Madness didn't happen was 1939.
Oh, we haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, I didn't see. I didn't get that.
Oh,
far.
it's way down there. Well, I didn't tell you. I don't really think I brought down the year, but other news. Nate's favorite thing, the Gronk.
I'll talk about this one.
All right, so you take the Gronk.
I'll take the Gronk. Rob Gronkowski and the WWE are nearing a deal that could have him in a wrestling ring as soon as March 20th, per reports. Now, that should be an asterisk because you have no idea if wrestling is going to actually happen.
Right now, it's being postponed.
Yeah, Gronk had appeared on WWE's WrestleMania in 2017 and recently was seen with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon at his Super Bowl party in Miami. Gronkowski played with 9 seasons with the New England Patriots and won 3 Super Bowls with the team. All right, so how do you guys feel about Gronkowski being a wrestler?
I thought it was going to happen like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I thought it was going to happen when he retired from the NFL.
I thought that first press release was going to be he's joined the WWE.
Yeah, we all expected that.
And look, now he joins the WWE and he's officially killed it.
Yeah, he gets close to signing, and they are right now being put on hold.
Well, no, they relocated their Friday night SmackDown to their training facility in Florida.
Are they gonna do everything from the NXT arena?
Yeah, and the plan is that there's going to be no fans anywhere in the area. So they relocated it.
Ruins it.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue, that they're not allowing fans to participate.
Keep talking.
Oh, he just keeps fiddling over here.
You're good. Leave it alone.
It was just a little too high.
That was too high, that was too low, and blah, 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 blah. I'll just keep making up as I go.
Yeah.
All right. So some of this is probably going to be old news now, but in MLB news, the league wants to mix things up. Originally, the recent coronavirus outbreaks, the U.S. men's Major League Baseball wanted to swap games instead of playing the games without the fans or canceling. Oh.
No,
I had an update.
I did update a lot of things this afternoon when I got home.
There's a link. Now Major League Baseball has canceled the remainder of spring training and is pushing back the start of the regular season by at least 2 weeks. The regular season was originally scheduled to start on March 26th.
Yeah,
so that means the Red Sox are going to play in the middle of winter?
No, so what the talk is right now that they're just going to get rid of those first games. So instead of 100,000 games, there's only going to be like 146 games instead. So instead of playing 700 games in a season, they're going to play 146. So it'll be a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's normally 165 if I recall.
Yeah, something like that.
So they're dropping about 20 games off.
Right, and those games nobody cares about really anyways, except for when the Red Sox lost every single one of them last year.
Which they're going to do again this year, so.
Yeah. Who added this?
Barry
I did, but I
Bonds.
think Jeremy should read it.
Yes, I think Jerry can read Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds. In a recent interview with The Athletic, Bonds feels like the voting members of the Baseball Hall of Fame are purposely keeping him out of Cooperstown, saying a death sentence. That's what they've given me. If they don't want,
Quote.
if they don't want me, just say you don't want me, and be done with it. Just be done with it. End quote. What do you think? Should he be in there?
Bonds?
Yeah.
He should have been in there long ago.
Yeah, well, the issue is that the other PED people haven't been put in either, so.
No, but next year is going to be the year of all the steroids, so it's going to be
Yes,
interesting.
so next year he might get in.
Yep.
Bonds is a 7-time National League MVP, hit 762 home runs, should be an asterisk there, 73 of which were during the 2001 season over a 22-year majors career, which that should also have an asterisk. One of the main reasons for him feeling like he's been kept out of the Hall of Fame is his alleged involvement in steroids. Bonds
Just wait till you
received
get to the last paragraph.
60.7% of the required 75% votes needed to be enshrined.
Yes.
I can read here.
He's sounding it out.
But
Let him
only
do
Derek
it.
Jeter and Larry Walker got selected this year. Do you know what his previous year's numbers were? Has his percentage been going up or down?
I didn't go there. I only pulled out of that one.
Find me that
article. I didn't
information
actually
while I
dive
keep
into it.
talking then.
Yes, well,
Bonds has only 2 more years of eligibility remaining before his Hall case will shift to various veteran committees. During grand jury testimony in 2003, he said he used substances provided to him by his personal trainer, Greg Anderson, which prosecutors charged contained steroids. In 2011, Bonds was convicted of 1 felony count of obstruction of justice over his grand jury testimony,
What happened?
but the remaining 3
Oh no.
perjury.
Did you pause?
I think he's missing a thing he wanted to put there. But the remaining 3 perjury counts filed against him resulted in a mistrial. Those charges were later dropped. Was there supposed to be another paragraph?
No, Nate is paused.
Oh. Can he hear us?
Can you hear us at least?
Nope.
He's gonna call us back.
Okay, well let's continue.
Let's keep going
So-
until he calls us back.
NCAA football, nothing really going on. That's fall time anyways.
Yep.
NCAA basketball. The NCAA has canceled the 2020 Divisional I men's and women's basketball tournaments, as well as all of the other winter season championship events, including spring championship events too. Multiple conferences, including the AAC, ACC, Big Ten, Big 12, Big East, Pac-12, and SEC, have canceled their conference tournaments, and Duke University announced it is suspending all athletic activities. Did you hear that there were 3 big name teams that pulled out of the NCAA of March Madness before they canceled it?
I had heard, but I couldn't find their
Duke,
names.
Kansas, and Kentucky, I believe, were the 3.
Really?
Yeah, they were the 3 big. They were big.
That must have been the big reason why they actually canceled it.
Oh yeah. Nebraska's head coach Fred Holberg was reportedly taken to the hospital after the Huskers' Big Ten tournament game against Indiana. The team later announced that he was discharged and does not have COVID-19. The Ivy League canceled its conference tournaments on Tuesday. Regular season championships, Yale's men's and Princeton's women's will earn NCAA tournament bids. All practices and games through the remaining of the academic calendar will also be canceled. In Baltimore, the Division III men's basketball NCAA tournament between Yeshiva University and Worcester Polytechnical Institute was held without a crowd due to coronavirus-related fears, and is believed to be the first U.S. sporting event where fans were not allowed because of virus concerns. The only people allowed to attend were players, coaches, referees, employees, and media members, so the official attendance was 0.
No,
He
wow.
texted back. Today, NCAA, or maybe that was your text, never mind.
Yeah.
Today, NCAA President Mark Emmert, and the Board of Governors canceled the Division I men's and women's 2020 basketball tournaments, as well as all remaining winter and spring NCAA championships. The NCAA said in a statement, "This decision is based on the evolving COVID-19 public health threat. Our ability to ensure the events do not contribute to spread of the pandemic and the impracticality of hosting such an event at any time during this academic year, given ongoing discussions by other entities." I wonder if they're canceling everything because a lot of colleges aren't having kids back after spring break.
Hey, Nate, welcome back.
Hey,
Hey, I'm back.
hey, we're done with the show. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, well,
This marks the
Well-
first year the NCAA tournament has not been played since its inception. Oh, you did have it in 1939. That year, the event featured only 8 teams, and Oregon beat Ohio State to win the first championship.
What'd you do? Have to restart your
that's cool.
computer?
So the
Mac died.
No, so what happened is I'm using the Xfinity Wi-Fi service because the hotel service internet doesn't work,
Yep.
and for whatever reason it just popped me off. So I just logged off and logged back in. No big deal. Got
Ah.
this.
All right. So, yeah, I wonder if they canceled all spring, including all the spring championships as well, because a lot of colleges, especially locally, are telling students to not come back to spring break, and all their classes are going to be online.
Right. Everything is going online right now.
All these colleges are going to be online classes only, which
Yep.
is funny because they always used to give all this crap about online classes.
Yeah.
And now all these kids are going to have online classes.
I love seeing the memes where it's like, now we'll really find out what meetings could have been done
Oh,
through
yeah.
email.
Well, the funny part is my boss has already figured out how we can teleconference with each other, but like the laptops we got for work don't have cameras, so I'm like, I'm gonna have to hook up my webcam and I'll put it through like this, so that way they can actually hear me properly.
Well, I got a call from the father support group that I have to be a part of, and they're planning on doing webinars like this, so that way they don't have to bring everybody in.
Yep.
Which I was like, fuck it, I don't want to go there anyway.
Yep. Like, I want to sit at home and drink beer anyways.
I don't know. I think the best meme I saw all day was a meme of the NBA player, aka
Defensive player.
yes, defensive
player of the-
defensive player of the year. He shut down the entire league.
Yeah.
Right.
I saw it once
he's
and I
so
couldn't
old
find
that
it again.
the NBA retired before he did.
Well, no, that was a different one.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, speaking of the NBA.
So speaking of, the NBA has suspended its season until further notice after a Utah Jazz player tested positive Wednesday for coronavirus. Actually, 2 Utah
That's
Jazz
further
players
down
tested positive.
because originally it was only this one.
Yes.
Yep. In quote, the NBA is suspending game play following the conclusion of Wednesday night's scheduled games until further notice, end quote. The league said in a statement issued shortly after 9:30 p.m. Eastern, quote, the NBA will use this hiatus to determine the next steps moving forward in regard to the coronavirus pandemic, end quote. They suspended the 2019-20 season on I guess it did 1920. Okay. On Wednesday night, after the Utah Jazz star Rudy Gobert tested positive for COVID-19. His teammate Donovan Mitchell also tested positive. Mavericks owner Mark Cuban said during an ESPN's broadcast of Dallas' 113-97 victory over the visiting Denver Nuggets that he was shocked by the news that the season might be suspended. He said his initial reaction was, quote, this is crazy, this can't be true, end quote. He continued, quote, I mean, it's not within the realm of possibility. It seemed more likely like out of a movie than reality, end quote. Cuban then I could tell Travis added this. Cuban then added,
I deleted a ton of this actually because Journey had added originally.
Yeah, I didn't go through and check it till I was gonna do that later.
So I got rid of a ton. Just
I'm
read
gonna
this.
Skim through some of this.
No, because actually there's a lot of good stuff in here.
The Adam Schefter thing doesn't matter.
Okay.
Cuban is gonna continue to pay his people that work at his stadium, even if they're not going to work because of the thing.
Oh, that's some good news. You guys scroll down.
You gotta read that. That's good news.
Well, I'm gonna get there.
Okay.
But this whole quote unquote
Just-
blah blah blah.
just scroll down to
After the
in-
game,
just-
Cuban
just
said
scroll down to
teams
in some
have
good
been
news.
continued visitors. A source told ESPN that Gobert was never at Chesapeake Energy Arena on Wednesday, but he was in Oklahoma City, and he was set to play if the test tested negative for corona. Players on the floor for warm-ups when they were told to return to locker rooms. About 30 minutes later, fans were told by a public address announcer that the game is postponed due to unforeseen circumstances. The Thunder players were cleared to leave the arena, but Utah players were still there. And sources were told Wojnarowski that the team would need to coordinate with Oklahoma and Salt Lake City public health organizations before they could return to Utah. Players from the Jazz have played within the past 10 days were told to self-quarantine. Sources told ESPN's Brian Windhorst those teams are the Cleveland Cavaliers, New York Knicks, Boston Celtics, Detroit Pistons, and Toronto Raptors. Reports from NBA insiders have them stating that the NBA will be suspended for 30 days at least, and when play returns, they would like to have a 5 to 10 game season before the playoffs start. All right. Tag.
Okay, Travis, you're up.
So, in some good news, Mark Cuban plans to pay hourly employees through the end of March. When the NBA made an unprecedented decision to suspend the remainder of the regular season, it did so in an effort to protect players and team personnel from the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. While the decision means there will not be any professional basketball for some time, its ramifications reach far beyond the walls of the locker room. Countless people contribute to the modern NBA experience. The fans enjoy the arena across the country. In the American Airlines Center, where the Dallas Mavericks play, there's a
so easy, is it?
there's a slew of commotion before the game behind the scenes as ushers, concessioners, and cleaning staff scramble to their assigned stations for the evening. It is these people who will be hit hardest by the league's postponement, and they are who the Mavericks owner Mark Cuban is concerned about. There's going to be hourly employees that aren't working, Cuban said on ESPN's Get Up Thursday morning. And so we talked again this morning with our folks at the ACC and getting the numbers. For the next 4 Mavs games, we have a program where the next 4 would have been Mavs games. We'll pay our hourly employees, as if they had worked. And even players are starting to come forward to help employees of their teams. Kevin Love committed $100,000 to arena workers. Cavaliers star is committing $100,000 towards helping arena workers in Cleveland who were impacted by the shutdown due to the coronavirus outbreak. Love announced in his intentions to make the donation through the Kevin Love Fund on Instagram. Love, who has been very open about his struggles with anxiety, and he appreciates how the outbreak can be extremely overwhelming to people, and that the suspension of the NBA season that has caused a sudden life shift for workers at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, home of the Cavs. The team announced plans to financially help staff during this interruption too. Earlier, Arena CEO Len Komorowski said despite the cancellation of the Mid-American Conference tournament, that employees will be paid as if the event was held. So our basketball standings for what they're going to be for quite a while are...
All right, so we're just going to run through the names and what place they're in, because let's face it, it's not going to matter for another 3 to 4 weeks, or actually, I guess at least 30 days.
Yeah, right now, 30 days.
So another side note, Chicago mayor had a meeting with all major sports teams' owners, and they all agreed to not have any home games with fans till at least May 1st.
Wow.
So that's going to be even longer than any of these suspected layoffs.
The 30 days.
Yes. So on the Eastern Conference, the Milwaukee Bucks in first, the Toronto Raptors in second, the Boston Celtics in third, Miami Heat in fourth, Indiana Pacers in fifth, Philadelphia 76ers in sixth, Brooklyn Nets in seventh, and Orlando Magic in eighth. In the Western Conference, you got the LA Lakers at first, LA Clippers at second, the Denver Nuggets at third, Utah Jazz at fourth, Oklahoma City Thunder at fifth, Houston Rockets in sixth, Dallas Mavericks at seventh, and Memphis Grizzlies at eighth. Did you hear Mark Cuban said they won the last game of the season, so they're the champions? Because that was the last game that was the last game to end at the current season.
So how long do you think it's going to be until LeBron starts bitching that he wants to play basketball? Because right now they're in first place and he wants to win a championship.
Well, no, he was the one who came out saying that he wasn't going to play if fans weren't in the stands.
Right.
And then he quickly
Back that ass right up.
He quickly tucked his tail between his legs and said, "Yes, sir, I'll do what I'm told."
So, Nate, how long do you think? 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Say again?
How long do you think it's going to be until LeBron bitches that he wants to play basketball and he wants to get back to it?
I mean, he doesn't have to play with other people to play basketball.
But no, because he wants to win a championship.
He wants to be on TV. Don't lie to yourself.
I mean, who doesn't want to be on TV?
I don't know.
I'm waiting for the replacements to show up.
Oh, it's going to happen at every park. Hell, it's almost that time of year where all the 20-something-year-olds start playing basketball in the afternoon over here. Starting to get lighter. Basketball court's still nice over here. It's not destroyed. And it's always like a group of 20 guys over there playing basketball.
I just think that I don't know. This whole thing is just so I still can't
wrap your head around it.
No, because it makes no sense.
It doesn't.
I get it that people are getting sick and people are dying, but you have people dying from the flu, malaria, AIDS, natural causes, DUIs, distracted driving,
cigarettes,
gunfire, cigarettes, cancer, botched surgeries, gout, gingivitis, I don't know. But people are dying all the time. The fact that this one thing is just widespread hysteria and just I smell a conspiracy.
Oh, it's all a conspiracy.
It's conspiracy. Something is going on, and this is why we're having the problem we're having.
Oh, Amanda wants to debate that with you.
Oh, go nuts.
Such a good thing I'm not there to debate it with you.
Amanda, you can call in.
So who put in Ovechkin?
Ovechkin?
Yeah, that one.
Ovechkin?
That'd
That would
be
me,
Nate.
of course, because I did so much work for this whole
All right, Jeremy, you're reading this then.
Okay, well, I can pronounce Ovechkin, unlike you.
You're right.
Ovechkin chasing milestones. Washington Capitals' Alex Ovechkin just got 3 goals away from tying a 2001 Hockey Hall of Fame inductee Mike Gartner for 7th place spot for the most goals in the regular season. Ovechkin currently has 705 goals in 1,151 regular season games in 15 NHL seasons. Gartner scored 708 goals in 1,432 regular season games in over 19 seasons.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a little over on pace to break it by just a few games.
Yeah, and then this conspiracy happened.
Well, I think first you should talk about your favorite thing in the whole wide world, Nate.
Talk about women.
Talk about women, how great they are and way better than men.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why?
Especially in the NFL.
Because that's what's up next.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, this is hockey.
Yes.
So Sunday night's game between the Blues and the Blackhawks was one for the record books. For International Women's Day, the game was called and produced by an entire female crew. The pre-game / on-screen commentary was Kate Scott and U.S. Olympic gold medalist A.J. Mlezeko. Once the game started, they were joined by another Olympic gold medalist, Kendall Coyne Schofield, for the play-by-play commentary. And finally, the NHL announced that it is pausing the 2019-20 season, effective immediately on Thursday. Commissioner Gary Bettman said the league will try to resume games as soon as it is appropriate and prudent. And is hopeful that the stoppage will not affect the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Maple Leafs halted air travel for their European-based scouts, amateur scouts, and professional scouts that have territory throughout the North America. Team scouts need to travel, will do so by car. The league closed the locker room access to media members beginning on Monday. Oh, so this Ovechkin thing.
Yeah.
Overcheck? Who's Overcheck?
Yeah.
The guy we were just talking about.
When you write too many checks and you go over, the Washington Capitals could be playing games in Russia.
Really?
Yep. There's talks because Ovechkin plays for the Capitals. The Capitals might play over there as part of a mending breach thing, so they could be playing games in Moscow. Obviously, probably not this season, but next season.
Yes.
And I was going to put that in there, and obviously I didn't. But
Yeah.
so there you go.
All
So
Who's
our
doing the
hockey standings for the next 30
hockey
days.
standings. So, again, I'm just going to do the place and who it is. The records won't matter because by the time we get back to it, no one's going to remember anything.
Yep.
Okay, in first place in the Eastern Conference, we got the Boston Bruins, followed by the Tampa Bay Lightning in second, Washington Capitals in third, Philadelphia Flyers in fourth, Pittsburgh Penguins in fifth, Carolina Hurricanes in sixth, Toronto Maple Leafs in seventh, and Columbus Blue Jackets in eighth. In the Western Conference, first the St. Louis Blues, second Colorado Avalanche, third the Vegas Golden Knights, fourth Edmonton Oilers, fifth Dallas Stars, sixth Winnipeg Jets, seventh Calgary Flames, and eighth Nashville Predators. And that's your hockey standings for the next probably month plus.
So they're also, I forgot to put that in, but they're also looking at 30 days before the start of the season again.
At least.
Minimum 30 days.
That seems to be everyone's at least except for MLB, who thinks 14 days is going to be enough.
Right. They're hoping. So, in a sport that we never usually even cover, NASCAR. Even NASCAR, the sport of rednecks everywhere, has made changes. NASCAR has put strict regulations in place for this weekend's race in Atlanta, which will be held without spectators. Photographers will not be permitted at the event beyond a pool photographer, and media will not have access to the garage area or pit road. All drivers' availability will take place via teleconference fed into the media center. The NASCAR Cup Series race winning team and second and third place finishers will be available via teleconference. In short, there is no in-person competitor availability this weekend outside of live broadcast partners and NASCAR productions.
So I guess this sport doesn't really matter if there's fans or not, because let's be honest, you can't hear a fan when you're inside that car with that motor running.
Yep. Stop replying on here and start talking, Nate.
Okay, and we're up to Thin's random ass sport of the week.
And this week I bring you weird sports that didn't make it. So, what are you changing it to? Got it. So there's 7 different sports that I've found that are really weird, and
I don't know if we want to cover all of them tonight.
Oh no, it's worth it.
Well, we might need some
something to do next
fine.
week.
I got this. I got the sports, the random sports. You get no problem.
next week we're gonna do. Hey, yeah, everything's still on hold. Oh, here's a random ass sport of the week. Oh, hey, thanks for coming.
You'd be like, hey, remember when we used to be happy and watch sports without our families around? Yeah, those are the days.
Yeah, we're miserable. Now we're building desks on live streams just because it's something to do.
Yeah.
Now I have to spend time with my loved ones instead of ignoring them and eating chips on my couch.
So I found.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So
let's get
the first sport I'm going to introduce you to is balloon jumping. Created in the 1920s by the U.S. Army to move their personnel great distances with little effort by tying people to inflated balloons and jumping into the air. The idea of this becoming a sport was crushed in 1927 when a Royal Air Force parachutist and balloon jumper pioneer attempted a public display and got his feet tangled into electrical wires. When he tried to free his feet, he was blown into bits.
That's awesome.
The next sport that didn't make it is baseball with cannons.
I don't see anything wrong with this, though.
No, not at all. Especially if you get angry at the batter while you're handling the cannon.
Yeah.
Late 19th century, a British mathematician, Charles Howard Hinton, wanted to come up with a way to solve the problem of pitchers' arms getting sore. Insert a cannon. The first attempts had the ball just going straight towards the batters, but then he added small rubber pincers at the end of the cannon barrel to cause the ball to spin upon ejection.
Oh, you didn't know that before?
Batters were terrified because the gunpowder blast and a tendency to cook and harden the balls, and also they were firing baseballs at people. Like, why was that even a thought? Like, whatever.
I find nothing wrong with that.
Nothing. I think they should do that now with the coronavirus. You only need batters
Yep.
and home run contest.
And look
with
at
a
it this way:
cannon.
the fire from the gunpowder is going to kill anything on the baseball. And if you actually hit the baseball and it doesn't break the bat and just go through it, it's going to be a pretty good hit.
Yeah. So the next sport that almost didn't make it is boxing on horseback. And I kind of want them to bring this one back. In an attempt to stay in the English limelight in 1910, 1910's American boxer Bobby Dobbs decided to take boxing to the next level by putting them on the back of horses. Normal boxing rules still applied except for the horses. And the fighter who was declared the loser if he was thrown from or punched off his horse
Bucked
and
off.
was bunched off.
Bucked.
And was
bucked.
unable to get back on top of his horse within 10 seconds. The sport didn't produce many fighting, as the fighters found it difficult to control the horses while they were throwing punches. The sport was really only popular for a short period of time in Germany. This is my favorite one. While flonking. If you're wondering where the watch this, hold my beer, or sports that was created in the pub, well, here's your sport. This sport was played in Norfolk in 1960s to 1970s, involved locals gathering in large groups, dancing to an accordion, and hitting each other in the face with beer-soaked rags.
Oh, that's a waste of beer. I hope it
the
was
rules
bad
change.
beer.
Not if you drink it afterwards.
The rules changed quite often as people really couldn't remember them because they consumed copious amounts of alcohol while playing. The basic rules were the flonking team nominated a member of their rank to be the flonker. He or she was then encircled by the non-flonking team, who joined hands in the style of the hokey pokey and danced. The flonker, meanwhile, was armed with a driveler, usually a broom handle with a rag attached to the tip. He then dipped the driveler into a mop bucket filled with beer. When the music stopped, he lashed out to the nearest player with his driveler in an attempt to flonk him and score points. The point system is where it really gets confusing, and no one was ever quite sure who got how many points for what. One thing was
Codified? Yeah.
quantified was that anyone who was sober at the end of the game lost a point. The sport
Jeremy, this
almost-
is your problem. You could drink
Yeah.
all day and still be sober.
Me and Josh would lose this game.
The sport almost made a resurgence in 2010, but was canceled after the Norfolk District Council deemed it to be in violation of a recently instituted speed drinking laws.
Hold on. There's a country or a town that has speed drinking laws. You can't drink too fast.
It's in England.
Ah. So that means, hold on, it's in England? There's nothing else to do over there. You can't go shoot guns. You can't do anything
No.
fun over there.
You can't hit people with alcohol-soaked rags either attached to a broomstick.
Was it because when you swing it, it's moving so fast that it's now speed drinking?
Apparently. Next up is eel pulling. This one hung on in Holland until the 19th century and was pretty simple. String a wire across the river, hook the biggest and longest eel in the middle, then get on boats and try to pull it down. Eel pulling was banned in Holland in the 1880s and was still being played until a policeman attempted to stop a round in 1886 and sparked a violent riot in Amsterdam. 26 civilians lost their lives, some of whom were indoors hiding from fighting, and 136 were injured. They really just wanted to grab their hands on something long, slimy, and slippery. Maybe that's why prostitution is legal in Amsterdam.
Maybe.
Next up is Kota Boas. And this one's really lame. It's an ancient Greek drinking game where you gotta flick wine into cups hanging in the floating saucers of water. Next one is bone throwing. This one's my favorite because obviously you're drunk.
I think most of these is obviously you're drunk.
Well, this one is definitely so. This is probably the most simple of the games and probably originated from some Vikings getting drunk on mead. Step 1. 2 players line up across from each other. Step 2. Each player takes a turn throwing a bone as hard as he can at his opponent. Step 3. Repeat until someone gets seriously hurt.
Of course it is.
Sounds about right.
And that has been Thin's random ass sports of the week. You're welcome.
Well, thank you.
Hey,
So when are we gonna do flonking?
Flonking?
Wall flonking, yeah.
That could be interesting.
We should take it to the bathtub racing.
We should. I'm sure they would be all about it.
All right, so now it's time for to go around the league with news and notes that we could find via the internet. Why not 2K? On March 10th, the video game publisher 2K has announced at NE3 a new multi-game partnership for new football titles. There hasn't been any word on any of the upcoming game titles, but hopefully one will be NFL Blitz, and a new game that will have a track and field style events with legends. So we can see who is faster, Tom Brady or Peyton Manning. In more NFL news, Jimmy Graham. The Green Bay Packers will release veteran tight end Jimmy Graham, according to Adam Schefter of ESPN. Releasing Graham will save the Packers $8 million in salary cap space. Graham, who signed a 3-year, $30 million deal in 2018, caught 93 passes for 1,083 yards and 5 touchdowns over 32 games in 2 seasons with the Packers. I am not upset by this.
You're not upset that they're going to get rid of him?
No, I mean, I liked him. I enjoyed that he was on there, but there wasn't a connection. He hasn't been producing as much as he was when he was still in New Orleans. He doesn't
have Drew Brees throwing the ball anymore.
What's that?
He doesn't have Drew Brees throwing him the ball anymore.
No, and he dropped a lot of catches he should have made.
Yep.
So, who wants to talk about Tua?
Hua?
Tua?
Tua for you. You drinking water?
I needed a sip.
Tua. The
All right,
former...
Jeremy.
Hua. The former Alabama quarterback Tua Tagovailoa
Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa has cleared his 4-month medical checkup last week and has begun doing basic football drills. Unfortunately, football season is going to be canceled, so it doesn't matter. Dropping back and passing, low impact running in preparation for the draft. Tua dislocated his hip against Mississippi State and had surgery that ended his time as the Tide's quarterback. The quarterback has been looking good during his workouts and still has several weeks before he will be in an actual NFL shape. Tua declared... Why is that Tua spelled differently?
Oh.
You guys got to work on your spell check here. Tua declared for the draft after his junior season and plans on doing a private pro day, maybe, on April 9th since he wasn't able to participate in the combine. So what do you guys think? Will he actually be able to do a private pro day on April 9th?
No.
Or will everything still be on lockdown?
They could just toss a camera and 2 guys in the room and just let them go.
A workout, so they're going to just have him, a receiver, and a camera, and go, okay, we're going to live stream it to everyone.
It'll probably be way more well-received than the Colin Kaepernick workout.
Very true.
This is true.
But they'll say, hey, everyone, stay at your own facility. We'll live stream it.
Yeah. Well, that's what they do with that. They're gonna have to do with everything. So
Okay, Dallas, Dak Prescott. According to a report from the Dallas News, the Cowboys are looking at potentially signing their quarterback, Dak Prescott, to an exclusive franchise tag, which is worth $31.6 million for the 2020 season. Prior negotiations, Prescott was offered $100 million in guaranteed cash. That's straight cash, homie. But turned it down, wanting to be signed for a 4-year deal rather than one of the 5-year options.
Are you kidding me? Back that truck up. That's $100 million guaranteed for 4 years. Hell yeah.
No, that's 5 years. He wanted a 4-year deal instead.
Oh, didn't want to play for 5 years?
No, he wanted more money if he wanted a 5th year.
Oh God.
Must be rough, right?
So now he's...
Life's rough when you're a star NFL quarterback. That isn't that good.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants... Travis, let's do some compensatory draft picks.
I'll do...
Can you say that?
Compensatory draft picks. In round 3, number 33, the Houston Texans Pick 34
How
goes.
is this round 3? This would be pick round 2.
No, usually. Oh yeah.
Someone's picks are off, or someone's
Nate, did you put this in here, right?
rounds are off, or something.
Nope, that's exactly what I found online.
Because round 1 is picks 1 through 32.
Look, this is what was found online.
No, it's in the second round. In the second round, the 33rd
Bitches,
pick.
this is what was produced.
No, this is the 3rd round. Okay, so in the 3rd round,
it's the 33rd pick in the 3rd round.
Okay, so it's.
Yeah.
I hate when they do that.
Yeah. So then we have the New England Patriots. We have the New York Giants, the Pats again, the Seattle Seahawks, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Los Angeles Rams, the Minnesota Vikings, and the Baltimore Ravens. The Pats have the most compensatory picks ever.
What?
Compensatory. Compensatory draft picks ever produced by the NFL. And some teams are pissed. In the
they
fourth,
definitely have a lot.
yeah,
It's probably because of the
they
Tom
have-
Brady thing, maybe, right?
no,
Yeah.
no, it's they had 2 other people that didn't make it or something like that, so they're getting more than they normally. Like usually you'd only get 3 total,
Yeah, they got 4.
but this year they got 4,
Yeah.
which is the most ever the NFL has ever given out to one single team. In round 4, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the 33rd round pick in the 4th round, the Chicago Bears, the Miami Dolphins, the Washington Redskins, the Baltimore Ravens, the Seattle Seahawks, the Philadelphia Eagles, and then again the Philadelphia Eagles. In round 5, we have the 33rd pick, the Denver Broncos, and then the 34th pick, the Dallas Cowboys. In the 6th round, we have the last 2 picks by the New England Patriots, and then the Seattle Seahawks with the 35th 6th round pick. In round 7, we have the New York Giants, the Houston Texans, the Minnesota Vikings, and the Houston Texans again. Then we have the Miami Dolphins, the Denver Broncos, the Minnesota Vikings again, the Denver Broncos again, and then the New York Giants. And that is it.
Do you think any of these compensatory picks is really going to help some of these teams?
It sometimes does, sometimes doesn't.
They usually use them more to trade up and move around the draft board.
They move it around. They'll trade 2 of those picks for something else. And
yep. All right. So
I felt like you were going somewhere else. How you built it up and then you just stopped.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Who else? You were talking.
yeah, you were talking. He does that. He thinks he knows what he's talking about. He hits a point. He goes, "Okay, I forgot what I was talking about."
Yeah, that's the
Oh
problem.
wait, never mind. I'm just gonna stop.
I forgot what I was talking about. I'm tired. Leave me alone.
You're tired.
You spent all day online just looking at things, didn't you?
No, I spent all day listening to the same different people talking about the same thing that I've heard since Monday.
Well, that's the problem when you work for the government.
Noises!
Lord help me. All right,
this you?
Loud noises!
Let's talk about the XFL, shall we? Unfortunately, we're holding out the XFL will still play. The XFL has suspended play immediately per Pro Football Talk and CBS Sports analyst Brady Quinn. The report, and he's on NFL radio.
Yep.
The reported decision, which has not yet been publicly confirmed, but I believe it has.
It has now.
Yes.
Fears about COVID-19, which I'm still kind of concerned why it's COVID-19 and not COVID-20.
So it's the coronavirus.
It started in 2019.
Yes.
Whatever.
That's why.
This COVID is a whole acronym.
He was just wondering why it was 19 instead of 20.
It's the 19 that bothers me,
'Cause
not the COVID.
Because
Oh.
it started in 19 out in China.
Yeah,
It just didn't get here until 20.
Whatever. We've been talking about it since the 20. I feel like they're trying to protect 2020. Another conspiracy. Whatever. Even before Thursday's announcement, at least one XFL team was expected to adjust the mounting concern over COVID-19. The Seattle Dragons were originally scheduled to host the Los Angeles Wildcats on Sunday, March 15th, without fans in the audience. Washington Governor Jay Inslee called for a ban this week of gatherings of more than 250 people. Washington State had the first known U.S. coronavirus case and has since had the highest number of confirmed cases and deaths in the country.
That's because that old folks home that got hit.
Yeah, there
What?
was an old folks home.
In Washington State,
Oh.
there was an old folks community that got hit, and it's been wiping them out pretty quickly.
Insert won't somebody think of the children drop. Got it.
Got it.
But those aren't children; they're the old folks.
I mean, they're
Think
God's
of the
children.
old people.
Won't somebody think of the old people?
Are you my grandpa? However, as of Thursday this afternoon, multiple sources told CBS Sports that they were continuing business as usual. For now, that appears to have been halted.
Yes.
So,
Now,
did you guys read
the? Is really the end of the season, right?
Well, before we get into the awards, did you read the their actual official
So
release?
the release happened right before we started, so no, I hadn't had a
Okay,
chance to.
so on their website, the official statement. Currently, the XFL will not be playing its regular season games. However, all players will be paid their base pay and benefits for the 2020 regular season. All XFL ticket holders will be issued refunds or credits towards future games. The XFL is committed to playing a full season in 2021 and future years. That reads to me as if
they're planning on being done.
they're calling it a season. I mean, if it comes back soon enough, maybe they'll have playoffs. But
Playoffs? You talking about playoffs? We're just trying to win a game.
What's that?
See, I got you.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
I didn't know he
And
was
now
going.
we're silent. We're on a podcast here, people. They can't see the quiet.
You can't see the quiet, but I'm playing the playoffs over here.
yeah, so that's that. It sounds like they've went. Shit, another failed year at the XFL.
We'll try again next year.
We're gonna do it next year.
Or it's a successful year because now they can bring it back for next season, and they didn't fail.
Yes, because
They were approaching that.
This was a teaser season.
They were
That's right.
approaching that failure though. Their numbers.
Actually, after the beer snake, numbers went up. Amazingly enough,
Yeah, that
there's
beer
a lot
snake-
of people tuned in to see what the hell this beer snake was.
That beer snake was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I think the best thing that happened for that was the fact that the commissioner got down there and actually
Gave them a
used
cup of beer.
yeah.
a used cup. that he
Yep, a
drank.
used cup that he drank out of.
Now XFL fans can clone Commissioner Oliver.
Yes. And he's done a decent job for what he had. It's just that it was a QB lack that everybody complained about.
And there's a couple things, and we're going to talk about it,
Yep.
even though some of it was going to be moot now because, well,
Well, they can take it into consideration for next year, apparently.
yeah.
So,
All right,
you
so we got some mid-season awards,
Well,
which
current season awards. That's what we'll call them.
yes.
Current season awards. They might be
Yeah.
mid. They might be end. We don't know yet.
so offensive MVP is Houston Roughnecks quarterback P.J. Walker.
Which it was a given. No,
Yeah.
no, there was no
Yeah.
real competition for that one.
We expected that.
He ran away with that single-handedly.
Defensive MVP is a St. Louis Battlehawks safety Will Hill.
How many
Coach-
interceptions did he have this year? He had a bunch, didn't he?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not even going to pull a Travis and pretend like I know what I'm talking about.
I don't remember. I knew he had quite a few. The games that
While
happened.
you look that up, I'm going to keep going. Coach of the year is June Jones from the Houston Roughnecks.
Well, of course.
The-
The only undefeated team.
The All XFL midseason team, current season team. Offense, you have P.J. Walker at quarterback. Running backs, Jaquez Patrick, Matt Jones. Wide receivers, Cam Phillips and Trey McBride. Tight end, Donald Parham. Offensive lineman, Damian Mama.
Mama.
Jordan McRae. Yeah, we got a mama. Terry Poole, Kirk Barron, Martinez Ivy, kicker, Tyler Russolino. Your defensive line, Will Sutton, Kayvon Walker, Anthony Johnson, Banimi Rotini. Rotini. Linebackers, Steven Johnson, Marcus Gates, Jameer Thurman. Cornerbacks, Travaris McFadden, Elijah Campbell. Safeties, Raheem Moore, Will Hill. Punter, Marquette King. With your return specialist is Austin Walker. We keep going?
What the XFL should
That's the
consider
end of it.
to stay relevant.
Yes.
keep PJ Walker at all cost. Currently, the XFL leader in the MVP race, which might be the MVP,
Yep.
has outshined Landry Jones and Cardell Jones. Landry Jones, I think Landry Jones is done for the year anyways.
Yeah.
Cordell Jones, who were expected to be the faces of the league. He has potential to be an NFL caliber player that has been tracking attention from teams.
He was. Correct me if I'm wrong.
He was on practice squads. He was the
Yes.
third string on a few teams for a while.
Right, for the Colts and somebody else, right? Because Andrew Luck got him in, basically, if I remember correctly.
I think we talked about that last week.
Yes. So embrace relocation, not expansion, which would kill us, Nate, because that's not what we want. Attendance and viewership has been declining.
So I would love a Boston team.
Yeah, if they relocated to like Worcester, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, Worcester needs
Manchester.
a team. Yeah, one of the two.
And Manchester's probably closer.
Yeah.
Less people there too.
Yep.
Attendance and viewership has been declining over recent weeks. Actually, Maine is the only state around here that doesn't have it.
I said less. I didn't say none.
Relocate LA to San Diego in hopes to replace the gap the Chargers created. That would make sense. Relocate Tampa either to a small stadium or to a location that fans would rather attend games. Their record may not be helping with this attendance, though.
Someone.
That was my ad. That wasn't anything I found.
Someone should relocate to Oakland.
Yes.
That fan base is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I think they would fully embrace.
They'd embrace anything.
Look at the way they dress. They would embrace football. They love football, and they would embrace it with open arms all day long. Relocate the Guardians to a smaller stadium like the Red Bull Arena to make it appear to be fuller on TV. Overhaul the coaching staff with young, innovative minds. The league made a great move bringing in veteran NFL coaches and college coaches, but they might not be able to keep up with the pace of the game where younger coaches with a fresher look can improve the overall game.
Embrace college stars looking to get paid. Speaks for itself, really. Vince McMahon needs to open up his wallet and pay the young talent coming out of college. Focus on players that have good to great talent that are currently injured that the NFL aren't willing to take a chance on and let them rehab while being paid for the XFL. Crank up the wow factor with more trick plays, drama, and rivalries.
See, I find it hard to do that because some teams you just can't.
No, I think it takes time.
Yeah, you can develop rivalries over time, but
the trick plays,
in half a season you can't really develop a rivalry.
No.
But well, I mean, they should have played up that the Texas rivalry,
a
the
lot
Houston
more than
Dallas.
They
should
did.
that should have been the rivalry. They should have pushed that early and often.
Establish team rivalries to build up suspense between the teams and fans, like the Bears-Packers, Patriots-Jets, Patriots-Colts, Patriots-Dolphins.
Yep.
What, do you not like the Patriots?
They just have a lot of rivalries. Not a lot of teams like them.
No.
I wonder why.
Give the fans what was promised with the league being more engaging with drama without going full XFL of the past. You never want to go full XFL.
No.
You kind of want to go half full XFL.
Yeah, you don't want to go he hate me XFL.
You don't want to go full XXFL.
Yeah. No, that's poor taste. Nobody wants that.
Okay, the beer snake. During the St. Louis Battlehawks and DC Defenders game, XFL Commissioner Oliver Luck contributes his beer cup to the fan-created cup snake. Once the commissioner came out to the fans, started to chant MVP for the XFL Commissioner.
That is something that would never be done in the NFL.
No way. It just couldn't happen because we all hate him collectively.
Yeah, if Roger Goodell came down with a beer cup, he would be pelted
with beer cups.
Yes. So Matt Elam, former Ravens first-round pick, recorded his first interception on Saturday's game against the Guardians. QB Mac McGowan in the second quarter. Elam hasn't played in the NFL since 2016 and was last seen on a football field in 2018 playing for the Saskatchewan Rough Riders in the CFL.
When I was running this, I was like,
Do you
I
know
hope Travis just happens to read this one.
the only reason I knew about Saskatchewan was because of damn LB on AAF.
Well,
Not Deadpool?
No.
well, isn't it also in Grown Ups too? The guy from Saskatchewan,
Oh yes, yes it is.
the really buff guy with the really high voice that sounds like a.
I also think it's in the Goon.
I think it is too.
Oh, I haven't watched The Goon in so long. They
Have you
a
watched the
s-
sequel?
I
The
haven't.
sequel's good.
I haven't. I need to watch both.
Maybe that's the format of the show. Is we just talk about sports
of them.
movies.
Maybe we
There
can
we
do that
go.
for a little while.
Those will be good. Those will never go away. There's no COVID-19 that's gonna ruin sports movies.
Oh, there is. There'll be a movie about it.
I say we talk about Angels in the Outfield.
I got that one. I found that and I had to get it. So I already got it. It's back on the Plex.
Well, no, we don't want to talk about baseball. It's not baseball season.
Yeah. Then we can do that in a couple
I mean,
weeks.
it's technically not any season.
Now it's not. For the first time in my lifetime, there is not a single like sport
There's
on
not.
If
TV.
anything,
There's not a single
If we-
sports season going on currently.
if we're gonna talk about a season, we're gonna watch the movie Cars because NASCAR is the only thing that's still maybe going on.
Yeah. Okay, we're watching Cars and Cars 2 and Cars 3.
Is there a fourth one yet?
Nope.
Is there a Dale Earnhardt story? I feel
Probably.
like
Yeah,
we
it
could
probably
watch
is.
that. Talladega Nights.
Yes.
There we go.
So before today, the ranking for the power rankings for these teams was number 8, the New York Guardians, number 7, the Seattle
This was
Seahawks.
never updated.
This wasn't updated. Nobody updated. I thought. Never
Because
mind.
You update it,
I forgot to update it. Jeremy's gonna check real quick.
but you know what?
It doesn't matter.
My Vipers weren't last.
No, they weren't last, but I think after losing, they got dropped down quite a few spots. No, you actually have to go like just Google like power rankings.
How about I do standings?
Uh,
Oh, you
so I just got a listener contribution,
Yeah.
which it may be fan speculative. Says, in case anyone is curious, I poured over the NHL rulebook, and if they have to call the season, the Stanley Cup is awarded to the team with the most points. The Boston Bruins are currently the 2020 Stanley Cup champions.
Oh.
Do we have anything on that?
I'd have to look.
Okay, so we're gonna do we'll do the XFL rankings. Sitting at 8th at a 1-4 record, the Seattle Dragons.
There you go, Nate. Your team is in last place as of this morning.
No, his team's the Vipers.
Oh yeah. Sorry. They're next.
Poor Gale.
Last week they were still 8th. This week, in the 7th spot, we have the Tampa Bay Vipers. Last week they were also in 7th.
No, they were in number 3.
No, right
Oh.
down here.
Oh, okay.
Stop trying to participate when you don't know what's going on. Sitting at 6th place and took a steep drop from last week, the Dallas Renegades, who were sitting in 3rd last week.
So, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Sitting in 5th place, the LA Wildcats. They were 6th last week, so they went up 1 spot. The 4th place, the New York Guardians. They were in 5th last week. In 3rd place, the DC Defenders. They were 4th last week. In 2nd place, the St. Louis Battlehawks. They were in 2nd last week.
Yep.
And still holding that number 1 spot, Rico's Roughnecks
And number 1.
at number 1 at a 5-0 perfect record, with the
So-
league MVP leading him to the promised land.
So, according to Fox Sports,
Yep.
the Boston Bruins are in first place for scoring,
Yes.
Right.
followed by Tampa Bay, then Colorado, Philadelphia, St. Louis, Pittsburgh, Carolina, Washington, Toronto, Vegas, New York.
Yeah,
Blah, blah,
blah, blah, blah, blah.
I made this up at 10 and I got carried away. So, if it is in fact that if that's how it ends, then go Bruins.
Go Bruins. That would be the most BS way to get Chara a going away
Cup.
Stanley Cup.
You know what though? I'm not mad.
I'm not, but it'd be a disappointment. They're rolling this year too. They were not last year's little hiccup in the Stanley Cup Finals. They were using that as a rallying point. They were going full in on it for this year.
You want to say they're going hard?
Yeah, they were going hard for it.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna talk about week 4 now.
Yeah, we'll talk about our one winner of the week 4 games.
Yeah,
week 4 or week 5?
Week 5.
week
So-
5.
Okay.
I don't know why-
Apparently that didn't get changed in the bottom.
Yeah, it must have
I
not.
can only do so much, man. Come on.
It happens.
I do my best.
We try.
I
So
do try.
our lone winner of last week was Amanda.
Oh
Well,
shit!
I wouldn't
How'd
say
I do?
our.
That
I
was
would-
like 2 and 2.
Oh no, us 3
We got
did
1 for.
horrible. We went 1 for 4.
You know, when I realized our picks were all the same, I knew we were doing bad.
Yeah.
Oops.
So actually, Amanda and Mo tied with 3, but Amanda picked
Had the
47.
tiebreaker.
Had the tiebreaker
For a high
because
scoring game.
the massive scoring game was 75 points. That was a huge scoring
That
game.
is the highest scoring point total in the XFL so far.
Right. We were all guessing in the upper 40s, mid to low 30s.
I'm mad that no game in the XFL went to overtime. I really want to see the overtime shootout.
I did too.
Yeah.
Amazingly enough, of us losers, I got the closest to the correct score though.
Hey, when you only get 1 right, it doesn't matter. So, well, with that brief
Brody
little
even
recap.
beat you this past week, Nate.
He beat you too.
Yeah, but he's not
I
my
hate,
kid.
I hate to tell you, everyone beat the 3 of us last week.
Yeah.
Everyone beat the 3 of us.
I mean,
So,
whatever.
So if the XFL were to end today, what are we looking at for who had the best picks overall?
So best picks overall.
Standing wise, what are we looking at?
We are
I
looking
know it
at
wasn't me.
you, Jeremy, and Leah are tied at 70% with 14 apiece. Nate was at, let's see. Next
is,
week-
is Brody
No, next would be Amanda. Then would be Brody. Then would be Nate.
Oh,
then would be Mo.
And Mo. Nate and Mo. And then we have me and Josh. And then we have Gail.
poor Muppet.
Yep. But yeah, that's
So-
how that would turn. That's how that would look out.
Wow.
Yeah.
So at 14 correct out of what we have, 20 in total.
There's
No,
20 total games.
So out of 20 games,
Yep.
14 right.
Yep.
That's pretty good. Not knowing what's going on, really.
Yep.
not really knowing who's who and what teams are what. Except for you knew Houston was going to win most weeks.
Yeah. That was the. That was usually the easy. That was the
That,
easy pick.
that was the Patriots pick of the XFL.
Yeah. Don't pick against them.
No. Now, what are our thoughts on there being an actual second season to this thing, or them even?
I believe they've already financed 3 years of it. If I heard reports saying that they had already financed 3 years worth of the XFL to try and make sure it wasn't just the 1 year
Die off.
die off again like the last time was, where Vince tried to do it single-handedly last time. It didn't really have the backing of other people with the financials to
Didn't
help
know
support
how.
him.
Didn't know
And-
how the football
Yeah,
works.
and didn't really understand how to make it relevant enough to continue. Where this year, I think I believe they've already budgeted the money for 3 years of this. So we're getting at least 3 seasons of this time. Which I think I'm not sure how this season ending short like this is going to work out or what it's going to do to it. But, I mean, if they do decide to come back and finish the season, which would be better,
Yeah.
it would be. I
Even
think
if
that would
they-
help.
Even if they cut down on the games, it would help.
Yeah, I mean, even if they just played like one or two more weeks and then had playoffs,
That would be helpful.
just something. But this,
I half expected the playoff drop. I'm sorry, that's why I just didn't say
I
anything at all.
was trying to, but I'm trying to talk and do everything else, and Travis is just.
Isn't that hard?
Yes, Travis
Like,
just sits here and just plays buttons. He doesn't really know what he's
I
doing.
have a lot going on here, actually.
Yo, he's been busy moving where your current Skype video is around the screen. He's been moving it a bunch. That's what he's doing.
I
I'm
haven't
not
even
just doing
noticed.
that.
I'm over here doing other things.
Well, we got you front and center on some of this. You'll have to watch the video.
Yeah.
I won't, but whatever.
Oh, shit.
I just like fast forward so we get credit.
You watch it 2 times or 5 times?
No, I just click and I drag.
A 5-ounce bird could not carry a 1 pound coconut.
Though I definitely just sent you some floorboard things.
Of course you did.
Oh, I know the show is nearing an end. And
It
I'm like,
is.
oh,
It's that time.
what's going on in the marketplace?
It's that time we look at marketplace. Actually, I'm busy looking at campers. So anyone selling camper for dirt cheap, something. I mean, if it needs some work, that's fine. Actually,
Found one for 8,500 right here. Enjoy.
I used those when I did my beam across the back of my garage.
Yeah, those are
My big-
pre-manufactured I-beams.
Yeah, my 20-foot long shelf that I put in my garage.
I think some of those are 40 feet.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
What are we
Just
adding?
looking out, bud.
There's a lot. Actually, there's a lot of material on there for cheap on the marketplace.
Why don't you convert a van? Or a bus, I'm sorry.
We were looking at that, but people want a lot of money for those buses nowadays.
Yeah.
There's a 24. I mean, this price might be way off. Oh, it's parts only. That's why. But it's $50 for a 2014 Ford E350 school bus,
It's
or like mass transit. Oh, airbag deployed.
Well, we can fix that.
Yeah, just take it out. You don't need an airbag.
Yeah, we don't need no stinking airbag.
Salvage title.
Yep.
Nope. Then it has to. You have to put it back in. It has to be back. Yep, that's no good.
I mean,
Airbags aren't that expensive.
They are for those
We
vehicles.
can get the
change the
recalled
steering
ones?
wheel.
the recalled ones. It'll be fine.
I feel like we just have more fun just putting it underneath somebody's seat and then deploy it.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Yes, we would.
Like what movie was that? The Neighbors.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we just need to pick random things from movies and see who can figure out which one it's from quicker.
Did you get the military MKT truck that I sent you?
There's two
Yes.
of them.
There's two of them in there. if
Oh
you
wait,
scroll
no,
through
no,
pictures.
no. The truck was one. There was the Humvees were two.
Yeah, I sent you
No,
one.
well,
where
it's
I
actually
sent
a
only
Jeep because it's old.
Jeremy one.
Yes.
That was
Oh.
an actual like enclosed.
Because the one you sent both of us, I think it was,
There was
there was
two
two
of them.
different
Several.
vehicles.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I did see that one. That one was pretty good.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you could just a little bit of work, you'd be great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
And you could legitimately go off road with that too.
Yes.
Like no campsite is off limits for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, my biggest issue is a lot of the campers right now are fifth wheel campers.
But think about this: if you got the one that I sent you, you could drive and your family would be in the back, which means you'd be left completely alone.
He's like, hold on, now that might be worth it.
Well, no, because even
Because then you get a vacation from your family on vacation.
no, because as soon as I stopped, she'd go, "Okay, you deal with them now," because my kids are terrorists, or they'd be on their iPads.
Can she drive a stick?
Nope.
Then you're fine.
Well, no, because we're fine till we get where we're going.
And then it's all Jeremy's problem.
Yep.
You'd be like, nah, babe, I'm going to sleep in the front.
I just drove for 42 hours. So I'll be up here.
Yep.
But I don't think we have any questions because it looks like Amanda's the only one here left.
Well, Maureen's Facebook messaging me the perfect NCAA
Well,
bracket.
that's Amanda.
No, that was
There's
Mo.
just nobody on it.
But I believe that's still incorrect because I believe COVID-19 won the
Yeah.
the NCAA championships this year. Oh, Amanda sent that photo.
Ah.
That's what I just said,
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, I know. I was explaining to Travis what was going on.
I
It's true.
wasn't looking at my
He
phone.
can't read.
Yeah,
I can too.
He's a little far behind when it comes to this kind of stuff.
He can math, but he can't read.
No, he can't math either.
I can math. I can math. All
Ooh.
right, guys. So I
Hey,
think we're
there's
gonna.
a 1964 T-Bird in Ocam.
We've
Of
done
course
that
there
like
is.
6 times.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a 2007 Lincoln limousine.
Now that you can turn into a camper.
Yeah.
You could do it with this T-Bird too.
You don't do that to T-birds.
You put a hot tub in the back.
Yes, that's
This
the
is
only thing
actually
you do.
It actually has a moonroof too.
Oh, that's legit.
Selling for a friend, a 1964 T-Bird with factory sunroof, fairly rare option, been in barn for 50 years, needs complete
Night,
restoration.
Amanda. See you later.
They're always
what
that
it
way.
was. Oh, she's got to work tomorrow. Actually, this isn't a early show. It's only 10:30.
Yeah.
I know. Travis is trying to get us off this marketplace. Ooh, a 1939 Ford Cub wagon.
Oh, How about a 1991 Oshkosh P2546?
You got to share the picture.
Oshkosh bagosh.
Send it to me.
I'm getting there. Hang on. Jeremy, this is what you want.
Is this what we want?
I promise you, this is what you're going to want. Hang on.
All right, put it on the Facebook so that way I can pull it up.
I'm going to send it in a messenger.
No, put it on the Facebook.
Yeah, in Messenger on Facebook.
That's what I'm doing.
You'll get the message. No, I'm explaining it to Travis while you're doing this.
Yeah, you have a computer.
Yes.
And on that computer, you can open up Facebook.
Hit send. Why hasn't it went through yet? Share.
Bitch,
There we
calm
go.
your T's.
Why we call it common our T's?
It's sent.
All right, so let's pull that up.
Oshkosh bagosh.
Oshkosh P2546.
Well, there we go.
Property of Chicago. I wonder if it has gun holes in it.
Oh, it definitely has gun holes in it.
Then I believe the correct term is bullet holes, but we won't go
Whatever.
there. It's okay. It'd be a fun little toy, but
Do you see all the rivets in this thing?
oh yeah. If you can call those rivets, those are freaking like lugs.
Those are bolts.
Oh my god, it's so perfect.
Hey Nate, I found your next car.
You can put
Actually,
a camper on this.
I found a lot of really cheap Jeeps right now.
There's-
What'd you find me?
There's your next car.
Give me a second. It's gonna take a second to open.
Here we go.
I don't want a 2016.
Oh,
Supra.
yeah. That is what your next car is.
It then fits perfect in that car.
No, I need something a little bit more like retro and sleek.
Retro and sleek.
Yeah.
Here we go. I got you covered.
Do you?
This is retro and sleek.
See, this is what I need right here.
See,
This is it right here. Hang on, I got you. What sucks is nobody can see what we're doing, and we're definitely just.
Oh,
like,
they can.
no. Travis is sharing his Facebook.
Oh, is he? All
Yeah.
right, hang on. Give me a second. This is what we need right here, for me.
All right. Pulling it up.
Is this another one in Ocam that we keep talking about every week?
This looks like the one. Oh, it's in Gardner.
It's in the Vegas, the G Vegas.
The G. Oh, it's the old getaway cars. Is this the one with the seat in the trunk? Sure looks like it.
No, Nate. I found it. I found what we need.
Oh, there's several here.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of them here.
I want the
The-
1, 2,
this one's pretty
3,
cool.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8th picture in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. That's pretty sweet.
Check out the one I just sent.
Or the next to last ones with the chopped top.
The old rat rods.
Mmm.
Oh, there we go.
A 66. What is that?
I don't know.
Is that a Camaro? The 97? What the fuck is that? Spider?
Hold on. Where are we? Oh, you're talking about what Jeremy
Oh,
just
that's
sent?
the 3000 GT.
I don't want that shit.
No.
What, this one?
No, check out the one I just sent you.
The 66? Selling 65?
No, the
See,
Barracuda.
I love the 3000 GT, but it's got to be a stick. This is an automatic.
It has to be a stick and it has to be the all-wheel steering
It has
version.
to be the RV4 or something like that.
Yeah,
No, the Plymouth Barracuda?
the Barracuda.
What's the
Cudas.
first one? The first one's not a Cuda. It's a Plymouth. That is a Plymouth.
that's-
What the fuck is that?
That is a Plymouth. Oh, jeez, what is that? I don't even
know.
know what that is.
A Dart
It's a Dart,
or a Cornet.
probably Cornet.
Yeah, Plymouth made a Cornet.
Dodge made a Dart.
Driven almost a mile short of 1,000,000 miles. Automatic transmission. Exterior color blue. Interior color blue.
I found Travis's next vehicle.
All right, let's see what I got. Which? Oh, that must be this one. Fuck yeah! I miss my old wood Jeep.
It wasn't wood on the outside. It was just all blue.
No, it was all blue, but it was definitely a Wagoneer. But this is a Woody Wagoneer. I miss that old thing. Oh, it's got the old square headlights and the square front.
Yep.
This is the really, really old one.
There's your Dart.
Please tell me they have the V8 in it. Oh, it doesn't tell me.
It might if you scroll down. Hit
It's
more.
AMC 360.
Yeah,
It's a V8. Yep.
Hit more. It has more information.
4x4, Dana 44s, front and rear. Oh, it's so beautiful. New radiator, good tires. Now we're talking. Where's this located? Merrimack, New Hampshire.
While we're up there, we could pick up my 1946 Ford.
Yep. So this
Fords.
one, Fords, all of them. Oh, that's a cool
There's two.
truck.
You know what I just realized? That place in South Gardner on 2A that has the old truck sitting out front,
Oh, yeah.
that's a Power Wagon.
Yeah, it is a Power Wagon. You didn't know that?
I saw it and I never really paid attention to it. I never really thought about it because I always went, oh, hey, why do they have a stuffed animal in it? But I was running by it on a Wednesday and I went,
And you were running that far?
yeah, we ran like a 4-mile loop.
Why?
Because it's fun.
Was somebody chasing you?
No. And then I went, wait, that's a Power Wagon.
That is a Power Wagon. It's been a Power Wagon for years.
Oh, here we go. I figured out what we should get, especially with the impending doom of the world.
All right. A tank?
Nope, even better.
I don't know. I think I'm about to top you.
I know how to fly one of those. It's only 3,500. Yeah, yeah.
The hell are we looking
A
at?
1975 Piper Arrow 2. $3,500 in Belchertown.
Wait, how do you know how to fly an airplane?
I have a couple friends that took me flying before.
Doesn't mean you know how to fly an airplane.
Yeah, it's not that hard. It's just the landing part that's the problem. Once I start it up, I'm good to go.
It's
Is that what you tell Muppet every time you climb on top? I'm sorry, when she climbs on top?
it's that landing part that he still hasn't figured out.
Yeah, still got to work on that part.
You're good as long as you have to stay in the air.
I can just land in a soft field. It'll be okay.
How about a 2008 Airstream for 27 grand? Does that work for you, Jeremy?
That's cheaper than this one.
If you're gonna pay for it, sure.
How about a 2012 Jayco J Flight for 13 grand?
Why is that so much cheaper than this old plane?
Because it's a plane.
Post
Planes.
them.
Yeah, you have to share here, Nate.
Yeah, that's an old prop. This is an old prop plane.
I'm talking about campers, man.
Oh.
That's why I talked to Jeremy directly.
Campers.
Oh, and you haven't found an Airstream?
I did.
There's a few Airstreams actually online available.
Yeah, Airstreams are cool.
Yeah, but they're very expensive.
Is nobody selling a tank around here?
Nope, no one's selling a tank.
Have we searched for a tank?
He just did.
I just
I
did.
saw it when I looked over. Saw a tank. Nobody's selling tanks anywhere. Some propane tanks, some fish tanks. No tanks.
Let's see if I go further away.
Nobody's selling any tanks.
Why don't people sell tanks?
Because you just take a bulldozer, weld a bunch of orange plate steel to it, you'd be fine.
Okay, we're gonna Mad Max it.
Yeah. All right. I think it's time that we call this for YouTube for tonight.
That's no fun.
Amanda says buy a Porsche.
Now, why the hell would you want to overpay for a car?
I don't know. But all right, so let's hope that we have some new sports. Otherwise, you're gonna listen to us search Facebook and talk about bad good and / bad sports movies.
We're gonna talk about sports movies.
Yep.
Ooh, a '91 GM bus.
Now we're talking. $3,500. That's not too bad, and it comes with a dead guy in the front of it.
A dead guy?
Hold on, I'll send it.
Hold on, I'll put this one up. This one's worth putting it back up.
It's chartered.
Not too bad. Comes with a dead guy right in the front.
I mean, that's a pretty beefy front bumper.
Yeah.
Where's his legs?
I think they got removed. Hey, all the seats are out of it for us too.
Yeah, but that's no fun. I want the seats.
Ooh, a couple of seats.
Oh,
would
look
be
at
good.
those tires.
You need to get the little 8-ball though.
Those are some old mud tire, like big mud tires.
They're Michelin.
Does the finger come with it? Those are some.
Beefy.
Those are some diddling fingers. That's a prostate finger. That guy must be a doctor.
Speedometer only goes up to 85 miles an hour. We're gonna have to put a turbocharger on this.
You need to adjust it to go 88, and then put a flux capacitor in the back.
Yep.
Yep.
I thought it was 86 with the flux capacitor.
Oh, you could put a going door on that.
That would be awesome.
Well, I figured I'd put a
Two.
One on the side and one on the back.
No, because that's where you put all the beds in the back.
Well, no. See what I'd do? I'd create a slider here that just the whole thing just kind of garage doors out, and a big, so the whole thing like becomes a canopy over the side, and I gotta.
Actually, what you need to do is put airbag suspension on it and chop the wheel well, so that way you can drop it to the ground. So that way you can just walk right in.
There you go.
I have the side as a garage door and just opens up and boom, walk right in the garage door.
Or what you do is you take the back half and make it into a truck bed, so that way you can carry your, like quads and stuff in the bed.
Would you keep it yellow?
Yes, you have to keep it school
Bright.
bus yellow.
You actually have to make it brighter yellow.
Or OSHA orange?
Orange racing stripes over the top.
No,
You
actually,
have to get rid of the loyalty over the windshield.
yeah. No, I think actually I'd flat black it, and tint the windows as dark as possible.
A matte flat black.
Yes, a matte flat black.
Like the
Doesn't Toyota have a truck that's like matte gray or something?
Well,
Matte flat black is really fun to say if you really try to think about it.
Say it 5 times fast. Come on.
Well, there is a trucker guy
Yeah.
that always like takes videos of, and his truck is matte flat black with it has like a visor, and he's like got like the chrome horns all over it. Have you seen that truck before?
No, but chrome this bitch out.
Full thing chromed.
All chrome.
Freaking thing would glow as I drive down the road.
Wrap it in chrome. And that way you could just see, like, everybody will see the reflection.
Any
on it.
reflective spot that you can't see, chrome. So that whole front is chrome. So that way when people are coming on to you with headlights, it reflects right back at them.
But you don't want normal chrome. You want like a
Super reflective chrome.
no. You want like a black chrome.
Oh yeah, black chrome is hot. You've
No,
never seen
mirror.
black chrome?
You want it to be a mirror.
Well, you could
Like
make the black in a
ice.
mirror.
No, the black chrome. It's so reflective that
Why does it have to be black?
Cause
why not? Are you
It
racist
could
or
be-
something?
It could be whatever color you want it to be.
well, I want black, bitch.
Why
Black
be
chrome is cool.
exclusive?
Because black chrome is cool.
Black chrome looks crazy good.
If you cover the whole thing in black
Every
chrome,
looks good. Says nobody ever.
all right.
But no, there's nothing much on the marketplace today. I wonder if the marketplace is gonna fade really quickly
But people can't go and pick up stuff.
because people are afraid to go meet people to make transactions.
Yep.
What do you think, Nate? Do you
I
think?
want this goddamn 1948 mass plate. That's what I want.
That's overrated.
I bet that ass hat fucking sold it too.
Did he sell it?
I don't know. I can't fucking find it.
I wonder if he blocked us.
Well, let me see.
Oh, that dink.
Where's the messages? Let me see. Where you sent that to us a while ago, right?
This morning.
That's a while ago. There was a lot of transactions happening today. There was
There
a lot.
was.
There was a lot of news, so there was a lot of me messaging Snapchat or screenshots of
That
Twitter.
was after. That was after. That was that.
Oh, it's right here.
Did you find it?
I did. Apparently, he put it up last Saturday. Ooh. There's a motorcycle plate too for sale.
Ah. Well, it was the same a-hole. He's kind of a jerk.
He was a very unique character.
Yeah,
But,
he didn't say very much. I don't know if he just doesn't know how to use Facebook. But it's like, dude, I am interested in buying your plate no matter where I have to go. Please just tell me. And nothing.
Yeah. Unless he's like being kind and holding on to it for me and being a dick to everybody else.
Maybe. We have to see Sunday when you get Monday when you get back.
Should I message him and say, "Don't be a dick"?
Don't be a dick. Give me your plate.
Oh, he spilled beer again.
I didn't see it behind my thing.
God,
Be-
we can't take
This
you
is why I wanted to
anywhere.
end an hour, like 20 minutes ago.
He put his beer behind his microphone and he lost track of it.
Yep.
Oh, well, I have to pee, so I'm gonna sign off.
All right, peace out. See you later.
All right, thin out.
Thin out. And thick and Jeremy out too.
Yep. Bye, everybody.
See ya. Oh wait, we didn't do the.